There's our preview there. What are you doing?
We have this headset, and it will.
This is on starting soon, Krister.
Yeah. And audio's on. Should we just test audio?
Yep.
How should we best test it?
I should probably get the laptop
Laptop.
installed then, I guess.
It's here.
And we even got Morris's cool and matte for him today, and he just doesn't want to be on it. Not good.
Cheeky little doggy.
Do.
Can't always be quite prepared. Timing is hard.
Illidan is always prepared.
Should we buddies with Illidan then?
Yeah, it should be. Shouldn't I like?
Could you pass me that headset?
I guess this one.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
Perfect.
I was say noobs doing game dev.
Yeah, you can edit the title. I think that's a nice title.
Noobs or noobs?
That one is nice, I think. Let's see. You having fun back there? I don't see it. I see it soon. Yes.
Are we gonna get like one viewer soon? Probably.
Yeah, I think that's working well. The audio sounds good. No crashed audio driver.
That's good. We have 0 viewers still. You're watching. Normally takes like a bit of time to update. So. I haven't retweeted. Oops. Oh well.
I can't solve that for you.
No, you can't solve that for me.
But I don't know. How are you supposed to solve that?
Call my PC. There's another copy. Has to do that.
We can just get working, shall we?
Nah.
I thought we were making a game.
No. Game, no.
Wow, having so much fun with
We don't
making
make
game.
games. We just... All we have is Dog cam. That's the most important, vital thing to all this.
Yep, dog cam it is.
Dog cam. If she starts doing stuff again, I'm going to tell her not to do that. Yeah, she totally is.
She's just sniffing the bed. She's
Sniffing the bed.
innocent.
Yeah, we had Morris, but in the cam later on. Winky. Yeah, maybe we should do it before the stream starts. You know, she's totally innocent.
What I heard on the audio is that we need to be careful with the table.
Oh yeah, with the tap in.
In general, yeah, like it picks up a lot of sound.
Well, I mean, it's not my fault if the keyboard types.
Yeah, well, for the time being, that's our setup.
Yeah, till we get that fixed. Oh no, Winky's hiding. This would just be like, Winky cam.
Winky cam.
That just sounds so dodgy. Right, okay.
Where are we at?
Well, we haven't even set this up. You gotta put your little finger on there.
Do we have Visual Studio Code open?
Yeah, I did actually. I got it open with the right thing.
Okay.
So yeah.
You can probably move it all the way up, and yeah, we don't need the left side of it, so that's good.
That's good. So we're doing player detections now.
Player detection. Well, see, I said it was I am raycasting being printed there.
I thought it just said, player, but apparently no. It also says I am raycasting. I am raycasting.
Maybe I edited that without telling you.
Maybe you did. I don't know. So.
I don't remember.
Anyway, what did you make? Oh yes, you made all this old hedges.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
So you got mazes, level 1. Oh, is this level 1? This is level 1.
that is level 1.
And this is all the maze options. Ooh, this looks interesting.
So, I mean, those are all the same maze, but I'm thinking that it would be nice to have some variations of the same one, or the same patrol being a square.
Yeah, because we were also thinking about connecting these different mazes.
Yeah, so in level 1, I'm thinking that it's okay to have, like, the same maze repeated twice, but slightly different. Like,
Yeah,
you can
okay.
change,
The variation then.
for example, it patrols the other direction, or maybe you patrols, like, ping pong.
Yeah,
Instead of
because
doing
last
a
time
full-
we got it that we had the waypoint where he was going around.
Yeah.
Right, and now we want to make it so that some of them ping pong and some of them go hit all the waypoints in a loop. So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because we made all these like intricate things. I was thinking about just like talking about this really for the time being. Yeah, so we made this little bush and then we changed it.
I'm not happy with that tree, but I really like the one you were modeling.
Oh yeah, the one I did it wrong.
Did you save it out?
I did save it out, yeah, it is saved.
But not in the repo.
Not in the repo, no. Sorry.
We'll have
I
it
just
in-
saved it in an example project for the time being.
Yeah.
So you got to do all these little bushes. So, and then we did in the test scene, this is what we were working on last time, wasn't it? So if I go on to the player... Ooh, was it F? Why do I never seem to get that to work?
You need to hover the scene.
I need to hover the scene. Oh, shoot.
That's a plane.
There you go, okay.
Basically, hold the cursor on the right part and then it will work.
Yeah, because I've been editing this little chihuahua today, so now it actually looks like Winky. The little doggy in the cam.
Right now they
So,
look quite similar because they
They
position.
do actually. So they look right next to each other. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, very
So,
nice.
So yeah, I've been modelling that a little bit.
I think it looks really nice now. I haven't seen
I think
after
it
you
does, yeah.
finished the feet.
Yeah, it's just oops. Ooh, yeah, okay. I just did it that it didn't have black, but it obviously looks black because of the lighting. So
The lighting is better in the other scene. Here the
Yeah.
shadows are completely black, but in level 1 the shadows are blue.
so let's go here and then press F. So there you go.
Oh, that looks much nicer.
So it actually looks like Winky. Just the little part on the top is supposed to be black, but what can I do about that? So
It don't need to be that accurate, I think.
no, yeah, but the thing is, if we were going to have the player that you could see them from the front, I would have done it. But
You
I
see the
knew it
player from the
wasn't.
back.
Yeah.
Until we implement rotation of the camera, right?
Yeah. But I also did it where I zoomed in the camera, so if you have a look now, you don't see this really awkward movement on the butt, which you see up here. So
Yeah, that's
shows a lot
like
better.
a head cam.
Yeah. Which it should be. I mean,
it almost feels
infantry.
like a first-person game that way.
Yeah, it does, but it's kind of, you've got more, obviously, scope. That's really fun, actually, walking through the hedges and seeing what's actually happening.
Can you walk through the hedge? Have you put colliders on?
Let's have a look. We can walk through the hedges.
That's actually something we could do right now.
Yeah, we could do. But is this the level we're going to be using, or are we just going to generally do it on the prefab? Putting the collider on, I guess.
I think that's a problem. I didn't make them prefabs.
But you got maze 1, 2, and 3.
I didn't make them prefabs. Those are prefabs. Entire mazes.
Entire mazes.
So if you press like P, you can see what or stuff playing first.
Oh yeah. Oops. There you go.
Right. You see in the hierarchy, they're all called bush, and those should probably be in prefabs. And my mistake.
Yeah.
Didn't think about that.
About that. Yeah. Well, I don't think it's that. Yeah, we can try and like do it in this scene, for example. But it's going to be a lot. It is all the prefab then, isn't it? Yeah. So it is kind of a little bit hard to just, do it on everything.
Well, I think what we could do is make one a prefab and then replace.
Can you do that? Okay.
I believe I've done that.
But I think at the same time, like, I don't think that's really what's important right now. I think we should focus on trying to get the other part really done and...
Absolutely. It's not very fun. It's a bit chory.
Yeah. It's like, I'm going to go around and do box colliders on a Twitch stream. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... What am I looking for? So we were in level 1, wasn't it? No, we were in the test scene where we were doing stuff. I think that's a good place to be, really. What's up?
I just can't think about the Discord.
Oh, we didn't mention about it on Discord.
Should I?
I don't want to spam it though. Vi går på det va? Vi har ingen...
We will get there.
Eventually.
Yes. It's really nice, the Discord chat for the jam.
Yeah, there is actually.
A lot of interesting people and good conversations talking about their games and how they're working on it. Really quite enjoy that little game community.
Yep. Discord has just decided to go somewhere else. Okay, let's go here.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like
Oh, that didn't link. Can you just rename or edit that? I can typo. Okay, save. There we go.
Save.
Back to game dev it is.
Yep. Okay, let's just close this then. So, it's probably because everybody sees the sun is setting and they're like, we're not interested in watching. The sun is setting. It's definitely that. Please come, people. Join us even though the sun is setting. Join us. No.
We gotta make progress on our game.
That's probably why nobody's joining.
Yeah,
because the sun is setting and we're not making progress on our game.
Yes.
Totally.
How else is this gonna happen?
It's probably like, no... Maybe it's just cheating. It's saying like 0 viewers and we're just like, hello people, you are actually there and we don't actually know that. But hello, 0 viewers.
I had, yeah.
Hello, 0.
Thought I would just double check.
No, it's people just like, what on earth are you doing?
Was really good on Sunday.
I was really good on Sunday.
But, well, obviously Sunday's probably a bit more available.
Yep. And I mean, look, the sun is setting, everyone's like going to bed, right?
Not in Norway.
In Norway, no.
Sun is always up.
Apart from in wintertime, for 6 months.
Oh yeah,
Then
yeah.
it isn't.
It's a tough winter.
It's a tough winter. Snow, ice. Snow and more ice.
and very dark. We're fortunate to have the sun for a little while longer, so our faces are actually lit.
But in wintertime, there will be no sunlight.
We were sitting here in the dark.
In pitch black.
Yeah. A bit of technical difficulties with that.
Well, should we just maybe just start with this?
We should just start with that.
Yeah, we should start with that. And if there are more than 0 viewers, hello. Yeah.
I'm very welcome.
You're very welcome. Just everything else is just not working with us today.
Yeah, it was really tricky getting set up today. But we have had quite a productive day as well.
Yep.
Been modeling, I made a lamppost and you made a tree.
And I fixed the Chihuahua texture in, so we actually had a productive day.
Absolutely.
And it was fun texturing a Chihuahua.
Hmm.
And trying to use Winky as the model, and she just did not want to stand straight and show.
When you go in like this, picking up her legs, like, what color are you here, Winky? I wonder.
Just like, get away!
You can wonder how she was feeling about that.
So should we maybe actually get on with some coding?
Yeah, we should definitely get on with some coding. What I think we should do is get the guard patrolling into the other level.
Into the other level?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean into this? Yeah, because at the moment he's here and we prefabbed him. So
just pull him in.
This is level 1.
I was preparing some of that.
Yeah, I saw you had some waypoints.
Paths is there, yeah.
Yeah.
Open that.
Oops.
And then you
Path
have...
A.
So you can see what I did.
I've disabled gizmos, so I don't see... Yeah, because I saw them earlier wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
Could we hook those up to be in use by a guard if we pull in the prefab?
Ooh, let's see. So we're pulling Mr. Guard here. Yeah. He is not hooked up to anything, but we can just... Oh, whoa. Okay. We will just drag in that path and I'll just hook this little lock so I don't get that problem. Drag path in. Yahoo! Okay. And then I can unlock it and maybe he will work.
Wow, we already hooked him up.
Yep.
I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
Well, he didn't continue walking. Oh, okay. Set destination will only be set on an active agent that's been placed on a nav mesh. We haven't made a nav mesh for the actual world itself.
Yes.
So.
Just add component there.
Add component. Nav mesh, wasn't it? Was it obstacle? No, we just went for a surface there. Yeah.
And bake.
And bake. Baking some cakes. Wow. Okay, I actually managed to get that. Right.
Yeah, and it seems like the nav mesh works alright-ish.
Yeah.
We should obviously, when we prefab the hedges, set them to be non-walkable.
Ooh, there's some bit of issues there.
Yeah, well, it's not an issue because it can't walk up.
Yeah,
but it's
true.
unnecessary for it to happen. And I wonder if...
Okay, now I managed to start, but it's all wonky.
Well, it went to number 1, 2,
Oh yeah, because
3,
set that up. Okay.
4, 1. Yeah, it's working.
Okay, so it is working. I just probably should move that guard to actually not do some funky little dance before he gets to number 1. Let's just start him on over here.
Yeah, because I'm placing those points, I was thinking like, okay, where should the guard start? So you can just pull his y-axis maybe? Yeah, like that.
I was just going to do this. And I'll just set it properly. I just never said, not a big fan. There you go. So now it should probably work fine. That was nice. Now he's there.
Should we remove that, or make that square like not look like that and turn his red light off? We can keep his red light.
No, I think that both of those are actually kind of a nice indicator of what's actually happening.
Yeah.
Because
we have a blazing back again.
Hello!
Wow! Yes, thank you. It looks lit. Thanks.
We've got some lighting in, finally.
Thanks for having you back. Nice seeing you last time as well.
Oi!
We have a cheeky doggy.
Oh, we have a barking doggy. That's because people go.
Right. Technical difficulties. We're getting this sorted.
Where's he going? Oh, no, you can't go into that.
You can stay there.
No, he was trying to go into Winky's crate.
There we go. That looks nicer. I'm just doing a bit of cheeky work while she's busy. I didn't like the big grey box, so I made it green.
Now it looks like everything else.
No, but it kind of stands out enough.
No, it's just no.
Because we have the fine box collider, the temporary placeholder.
Well, let's see if we should have a shift key. The shift
To
key
run?
speeds up, yeah.
Yeah, we need a shift to run.
Because
Oh.
maybe we should move. Look how slowly the tree is going. La 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 la.
Well, it clearly means I need to solve the puzzle before, before you can pass through. You can't
Yeah.
just like run through. You will get caught by the guard if you just run. So I don't think we need running.
We should make the box of pink wireframe when debugging.
You have a point, but
Yeah.
well, I kind of feel like it blends in a bit like this, so it's nice that it doesn't like try to kill your eyes.
Yep.
But pink box would certainly be visible.
I mean, we had a pink chihuahua the last time. I mean, if we have a pink wireframe now, is this going to be a pink theme running through?
Yeah.
Whoops. Okay, stop that. Okay, well, he's not detected. Oh, yeah, he's saying I'm raycasting 264 times. Whoops. But I think that for testing purposes, I'm going to move that chihuahua.
Yeah. So just to catch a blazing up on what we've been up to, mostly just visuals, modeling and stuff like that. So we haven't like done much of the code. And we're going to continue on the code today, kind of left off, or from where we left off last time.
Yeah.
There's been a little bit of cleanup in the code, but like there's no new coding features. So now we're going to get like the player actually to lose.
Yeah.
And get
Or
barked at.
get barked at, really.
Yeah, that's the plan. So, yeah.
And we also have changed the pink chihuahua back to the actual color of a chihuahua, which, as you can see on the dog cam, is our model at the moment.
Oh, she looks serene.
But obviously, if you guys like the pink chihuahua can come back again. You know, you just have to request it.
Maybe like when you start the game, you can choose if you want the pink chihuahua. Be like the bubblegum flavor.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So now we've got that. That's a bit closer now.
Yeah, you
So
don't have to walk through half the map before you get to detection. Smart.
And then you realise I really wish I had a shift key. Oops. Let's just save that for a bit. Yeah. So we managed to get it the last time that it's when the guard detects the player, it will just say I'm raycasting, and that's about it. So a print statement is useful. We'll leave it at that for the time being.
Yeah, which means we should start raycasting.
Yeah.
How do you raycast?
How do you raycast?
Well, I'm sure Unity has some documentation on this.
Yeah, it probably does.
Should we consult the almighty documentation on this?
Or should we just be like raycast and hope for the best?
Well,
No, okay. Is it on Firefox?
yeah, let's try that.
Oops. Seems like you've already been looking at that. Physics raycast.
There we go. Yeah, you mean the debug draw ray blazing? Because we could try that. That's right in the documentation we're looking at right now. Oh, you're joking about the raycast. All right. Well, I thought it'd be kind of cool. Because then you know what's spotting you. But yeah, we can just copy those lines, I think.
Yeah, these ones.
Yep.
If I got the end of it.
We don't need the else part of it, but...
No. Well, yeah, but I mean, you can have like, a print statement. We like print statements.
There will be a lot of print statements.
Okay. So.
The player is in the designated area, and we raycast from the guard's position. We could make it in the future like from his head, because that would make more sense.
The guard's head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then towards the player, but right now we can just do from the center of the guard just to make it easy.
Yeah.
Draws the line, and then when it hits something, it draws the cube for a few seconds in debug. I think I'm familiar with that. We can see how that works out. Let's see. What we need to figure out is the second part of the raycast here, where it says like, because it's correct with transform position. And then
where is here?
That's correct, because that's from the guard. And then we need to do transform. Yeah, that transform direction. That one ends up being probably
vector 3 direction. No.
That'll be basically straightforward from the guard, but we want it towards the player. So that's going to be quite challenging.
Yeah.
Well, Unity probably has some cool tools for it, but we need to know our math.
Yeah.
So we can do
we've
it.
Also layer mask here, but that...
Just delete it.
Okay.
It's optional. If you wanted to ignore, for example, water.
Why is the same color yellow?
Because it's the color of the draw ray.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
should we just print did hit instead of debug log, or?
That's the same actually. Debug log and print is the same.
Is it? Okay, I thought it went into... Okay.
I'm pretty sure there...
But they wrote it longer.
Might be some benefit to it.
Oh no, isn't it that if that's like that if it's in debug mode? Sorry.
Yeah, like you can maybe turn between different log levels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Let's not worry about that.
Yeah.
We need to figure out that second parameter, transform direction, because I believe that what that's doing, as I said, like from the guard and then straight forward, but we want to do it from the guard towards the player.
Yeah, okay.
And then check if there's a bush in the way when we recast.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That's going to be mathful.
We can maybe like strip it out into a separate variable for a little bit, so because the line is so incredibly long.
Yeah, okay, so you want to do it on multiple lines then, is it? Or just like into separate variables?
Yes. Forget line 59. We want to work on 58.
58. Okay. Yeah, okay, because this is just
array.
Array, yeah. Sorry.
We can play it and see actually what this does.
Because I don't understand it. So. Oh, I probably got moved, don't I? Whoops.
Yeah, so...
Because it says if player, so...
It did hit, but obviously it did hit something. It doesn't tell us...
It was a did hit there.
Yeah, but it's not the player.
Yeah, it was. Because...
No, it's not necessarily. It just does the raycasting while we're in the square.
Oh,
and hitting anything in its way.
Okay.
And I think most likely it's the ground plane it's hitting, because we're raycasting from Y0 along a plane at Y0.
Yeah, okay.
So they're like right on top of each other.
Okay.
So actually that's one of the things we probably could do, is like make sure that we raycast like a little bit above the ground. We should probably make it a point to raycast from, like the head.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we're raycasting onto the ground. And that's going to be no good.
Then I guess we've got to set it on him then.
Yeah, like inside the guard, let's make an empty. At the place at his head.
And place it inside his head. You're going to have an empty head.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you create an empty and you put it on his head, I mean, what else are you going to do? There you go. Is that on his head? That is in his brain.
Empty brain.
Yep, empty brain.
Yeah, should we just name that one to...
Empty brain.
No, I was thinking about something more logical. We can go with empty brain.
That's logical, it's an empty brain. Oops, I didn't press the right button. I'm going with empty brain. I'm going with empty brain. We are going with empty brain. Empty brain!
This is hurting me.
Empty brain!
Okay, we raycast from empty brain.
Thank you. It's more memorable.
It will definitely be memorable, like in 2 weeks' time. We'll be sitting here like, what was the empty brain for?
Again? And then we'll just be like, watch a Twitch stream again and everything's fine. We know.
But that's the great thing about the jam. It doesn't matter what we do. It's a short period of time anyway.
Hello, Silly O'Neill.
Oh, hello. Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. We are doing very good and having lots of technical problems, so we're glad you're here with us.
Yep. And we have just called something empty brain, so, you know. How are you? Oh, how is everybody, actually?
Yeah, tell us how you are, what you're working on, what are you up to?
Nobody is up to anything.
While they're busy, we can figure out empty brain. We should probably apply it to the prefab.
No.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Empty Brain is a really great name for a variable. Yep.
Thanks for the support for our variable naming. For Claire's variable naming.
What random stuff are you doing in Unreal, Ablazin? Are you making empty brains?
Alright, WWDC. Isn't that been a while ago?
Wasn't that the Apple one, isn't it, normally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or has it been recently? I thought it was a little while ago.
We should-
Well, I guess it's a good recap anyway.
She's snoring now. Winky is snoring.
I don't think the mic catches our dog snoring. But yeah,
dog snoring.
she's about to topple out of that bed. Right.
Right.
We
We have an empty brain.
Mm-hmm.
We need to fix this empty brain.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we need to go into code.
Yeah, do you want some input?
Yeah, I do. We're supposed to put empty brain here anyway.
No, so what we did just change now, or what my intention was with that, is the first parameter, transform position.
Yeah, okay. And that's the empty brain.
That's supposed to be the empty brain instead. The combined videos, I'm not sure what the combined videos of WWDC is. Is it still only?
Yeah, silly only.
Still only. Cute. But yeah, we should place that into like a variable.
Variable, yeah.
Up in probably the start.
Yeah.
So like
Or just ram state ref.
make a refs area with it.
Her snoring is distracting me. Yeah, so...
Transform raycast from, or empty brain. You know, it could be empty brain.
Can we just do ray cast from empty brain?
Yes, we can do that.
Look, it'll be memorable.
It will be
memorable.
the most memorable raycast ever
Ever,
done in
yeah.
raycast history.
Yeah. So, yeah. Are we going to be setting any other parameters for that? Or
No,
just
no,
leave it
in
at
the
that?
start we will do like find empty brain or something. This is where things get interesting. It's we need to assign, obviously, and then do like transform.find, I think it is.
Is it capitalized? No. Dot find.
We can also make this like we can do it this way.
How can you cast something from an empty object, though?
We're only using the empty object as the position to cast from. We don't really care what's there, only what it's hitting towards. So it's just a placeholder for a position, really.
Yep.
Which is
Just an empty
inside the
brain.
empty brain. So, yeah, isn't it dot find like that?
Yeah, but isn't you need to put extra stuff in it, isn't it?
Yeah, you need to write string with the empty brain name.
The empty brain name.
I feel so strongly we should rename this as soon as possible. I guess that works.
If everybody else agrees, should just leave it at that.
We should have a poll.
Yeah.
Should we keep the empty brain name for raycasting, since we're raycasting from the empty brain? Or should we name it something sensible?
Empty brain. It's an empty brain. You can't always have logical variable names.
Right. So I think we just do raycast from empty brain dot position down there. This is starting to sound weird when I'm gonna read out these variable names. And I saw that we have already a reference to the player.
I'll just call this up as Pugamy.
Yeah, it's distracting.
We already have a reference to the player
Yes.
for this part.
But I generally don't know how to write it. But we'll probably figure it out. How we need to get to the angle between two positions. We can just Google it.
We're going to Google it.
No,
Like-
we're not Googling it. We're DuckDuckGoing it. Unity angle between two positions.
Thank you for the follow, Silly Only.
Mm,
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thanks for the follow. Hope to see you with us.
We didn't
lots of
see it
times.
pop up, but we did see it on the side. So
Yes.
sorry for the delay. 2-minute delay.
That was 2 minutes ago.
Since I come from a Swift background, it's recommended to have good name and example, placeholder for empty brain.
Yep. See, that's a very good naming because you still keep the essence of the empty brain.
Yep.
Um,
But it's the placeholder.
yeah. Actually, that's the right thing. That's to call this. It's a placeholder. That's.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it. That's good with some input from some silly only.
So angle between two vectors.
Yeah, the top one there will probably do the trick. Should we move the window into the screen?
Oh, is it not in the screen? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, you can see it now.
Yeah. So, let's go to the best answer.
You can get the angle between two vectors in vector3.angle.
There you go.
There you go. Even has a link.
Go to that. I don't know if you need to go to the documentation. It will take probably the first position, from and to, and then it will return the angle, but it returns it as a vector 3. Yes. No.
No.
It's a float. We want. Then it's not the right thing. It's probably like.
Oops. I double clicked.
Oh,
this one says there's a solution for fast and easy.
Yes. Because we want it to be a vector 3 angle, like a directional angle, not the float.
She is snoring.
Time's up.
No, this is something else, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
The same thing.
Let's see if we find another result for it. Maybe it's not. Oh, it's not called an angle. It's called a direction, isn't it? That's probably our mistake here. Yeah, there you
Direction
go.
between 2 points. That's what we need.
Gotta use the right terminology.
Transform.lookat.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Let's go.
pretty sure that would do the trick.
Good. Where? I've done it again.
Don't make it red, Claire.
The red button will doom me for all eternity.
Right.
So instead of transform direction, we should be using transform lookat.
I'm thinking, since this line is so incredibly long, let's break this out into a variable, and we're gonna call like direction or something, and vector.
You didn't decide to select direction for empty brain.
Something like that. Except that this part is gonna be changing.
Yeah,
think so.
Yeah. Because that was the one that you were thinking about doing the...
It's supposed to be
wrong
then...
one. Wasn't it the look at?
Yeah, look at.
Was that a transform?
It was from transform, but it was from the raycast from empty brain transform.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. From empty brain. There you go.
But that is a transform, so you don't need to do dot transform.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because we did it up here. I forgot all about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot that. Yeah, so look at probably doesn't want that. No, it wants to have the world position.
Yeah, where it's supposed to look to, which is player dot position.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah. That work? No. Transform guard movement dot player.
Yeah, I'll tell you our background story, silly only. We do work as developers and designers, but we don't work with C sharps.
No.
So
Mostly JavaScript.
yeah, and PHP and lots of web development and stuff like that. That's like we've been doing that for way too many years.
Yeah, it's 5 years now.
5 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably more than that as well. Been doing it all my life, pretty much. But like maths and game engine logic is so different, and especially C sharp with us like typed language. I love working with it.
Hello, Steph Devs.
Oh, welcome! Nice to see you. I really enjoyed your stream last time, Steph Devs. So now you get to see us. Cool.
That's snooping out.
Yeah.
And creating empty brains, just so you know.
Yes. So that's what we're up to. We are currently trying to raycast from our
Empty brain.
guard's empty brain to the player. But I'm unsure why it's
Cannot
not.
convert type void. But the thing is that look at required a vector 3.
Yeah, and I would have thought that its position would be a vector 3. It's
Maybe it's a
Oh, you know what? Look at
Oops.
this. No.
I'll go transform null.
Is this illegal in C#? Because this would be fine in JavaScript.
Everything's illegal in C#.
Yeah, we all do have some level of noob or another, and we're experiencing a high level of it right now. So I'm glad you're here with us to enjoy it and maybe help us out. We will see.
Yep.
But I'm wondering, like it says, cannot convert type void
Yeah.
to vector tree. Is that because we are assigning at the line 76 player equals null or something?
Yeah, because that's on trigger. Yeah, because that's the collider itself, isn't it?
Because player
on
is
exit.
sometimes null.
Yeah.
Yeah, staff devs or any other experienced developer, I'm wondering why we are at line 60 experiencing player opposition saying that it's cannot convert type void to a vector tree, when I'm sure that the player opposition would have been a vector tree as its transform. But on line 76 we are assigning it null, but we only run this code when it's inside if statement where it's true.
Stuff that look at is a method, returns void nothing.
Oh, you know what? We're using the wrong function for this.
Oops.
Thank you, Steph. That explains everything, because it's not about what's inside the bracket. It's about that we're assigning it to direction, and lookout is not the right function. What we're trying to achieve is the direction between 2 points. And lookout apparently turns in the right direction, but doesn't return what direction it is.
Oh.
The dog cam is going crazy.
There's a duck. There's second dog. Hello, second dog. You have a cooling mat there, Moritz. You can go enjoy that. Nope.
Nope.
Oh, there he is again. Bye-bye.
Yep.
Find distance.
No, we're not interested in the distance. Silly only. I think... Yeah, lookout will modify the transform component and make it look at the position. That we're not interested in. Well, wait a second. No, we don't want that.
Look at me. I'm like, I don't know.
I was just imagining if that was something we wanted to do.
I think you just want to subtract the vectors.
Of course. The thing is, I've done this before. Not very often I do it. So if you do this position minus player of position, does that become the direction between them? Let's try this out.
Do we need to change? No, because we set that there.
Yeah.
B minus A is equal to A
Towards B. Exactly. Thanks you, Steph. That's what we are friends for.
We knew about all together and solve it together. Okay, I probably need to move. Whoops.
Yeah, and I don't think it's gonna work really, because we won't see anything in the log. No. Maybe do we have a collider on the player?
Yeah, we do. We made the box collider the last time, and
Let's double check what it looks like.
Yeah, because we might have gone. Yeah, there's a box collider here. Yeah, there is one.
And it's not of type trigger.
Nope.
No.
And it doesn't have a character controller, so it'll be a roller coaster trawler.
But what we could do is print out what we're raycasting from and to, or maybe use like you say, log the direction. But we could also, for example, use the debug draw ray.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Yeah, and put it.
But then we just need to put all of this from it, surely.
Correct. Not all of that, just the first two.
First two, which is just direction and raycast.
Yeah.
Brain. There.
Yeah. And but we don't need to multiply by hit distance. Just multiply it by something. Remove the comma as well.
There's a comma. But do you want me to have color yellow?
Yeah. What I mean is obviously multiply direction by something.
By what? Player?
No, but by 10 or 5 or something.
Okay.
But we need to move the comma. Do you see it?
Oh, that one! Yeah, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
You made me remove one of them and I got confused why there was another one.
I explained poorly.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's move this outside if statement so it
Yeah.
always,
Always cast. Oi.
yeah, even if you don't hit anything. So we can see where this ray is going.
I guess that would be the best place. We can have it on the
Yeah.
player. Yeah.
Perfect.
We have an error. Object reference not set to instance of object.
I don't think that's
I
our
don't
code.
think that's our code, no.
No, that's some thing to do with probably lighting or something.
Wasn't there a second ago? Hello?
No
Nothing.
raycasting.
No. We don't-
Should we print the direction like we got suggested from Silly Only?
Yep.
Let's do that. Or do you need to have? Yeah, I need to have maybe gizmos turned on to see the draw ray. But
Gizmos are on.
we have it turned on.
Yeah, so that's why I don't think it's
But as far as I know, you see them only in the scene view and not in the game view.
But I've been watching that the entire
Yeah.
time. So.
Well, did we?
Yeah, it's been open the entire time and I was just watching it.
Yeah.
Like just now. I'm not focusing on that one. I'm just moving.
Let's just walk a little bit forward and see.
There you
Oh.
go. There you go. We got direction printing, I think. Yeah.
That doesn't look like the right direction though.
No.
Maybe. Probably is the right one. Oh, you saw a yellow line.
Okay, wait a second.
From him.
Let's have a look. Let's focus.
See there now. Yellow line.
Yellow line, yeah.
In the wrong direction. We just minus the wrong way.
Okay, let me just see this again.
It
Yeah,
points-
okay, pointing
points
in the
away.
other direction. Yeah. Okay.
It's B minus A, not A minus B. Had we read more closely, that's exactly what he said. So yeah, let's put player position on the left. On line 60.
Player direction on. Yeah.
We are planning to do the distance as well.
Whoops.
Maybe. I'm not sure. Because we're using a square for when the player are inside a certain area, which is the square that's in front of the guard. And then only then are we raycasting. Yep.
Yeah. It is like plugging in a USB connected the wrong way. Definitely.
Gotta just keep at it.
It doesn't work, doesn't matter, just jam it in! Jam it in! Yep.
Unity has a really handy tool with the like vector tree dot distance. I don't know if we will be using that or not. Because we have the distance kind of within that square already.
Yeah, it might be.
Might be doing
It said
it.
did hit now. It said did hit.
But did hit what? Oh! Zoom in
Yeah.
on that raycast.
Okay. I'm gonna zoom my little. There you go. There you go.
We have a yellow line there.
Yep. Okay, so he's just like, it looks like he's trying to shoot the troll. That's not very nice. Raycasting is not dog friendly.
There was no chihuahuas harmed in the raycasting of this. Yeah, that is programming most of the time. Just do it one way, then try the other and see how it goes.
And especially when it comes to maths, it's always just like, just try everything.
Yeah, especially when you don't have a background in it or...
Or you suck at maths.
Yeah, which we kind of both do.
Which we kind of both do.
But we got the basics, so we manage. Yeah, quaternions.
Quaternions.
Now that is fun. Let me tell you a story about quaternions. Fortunately, Unity has implemented all of the functions. You just gotta understand how to use them. I'm not touching the math behind that. I looked at it once. It looks crazy. Yep, math
I
is...
totally agree with you, silly only. Same here, same here.
I got the motivation for learning a bit of math once I started like working with programming and things like that.
Yeah.
Before that, I had like no interest in it.
Let me tell you something. You can actually do 3D rotations without quaternions, and it's rather simple, but I can't speak more about it.
Yeah. Well, Euler angles, they're quite handy and easy to work with, but they kind of break down and get complicated once you try to do weird things.
Yep. Weird things.
But, yep. Where are we at? we did raycast and we did hit, but we don't know what we hit.
Well, it did say did hit. It just didn't say anything more than that.
Oh,
It wasn't
alright.
on that. It was a math talk at my uni.
In what way do you thinking then, Ablazing? I'm gonna write with it.
I'm wondering whether Ablazin is doing like, maths course in university and he knows everything about maths. Am I right?
New but old way of thinking. I think you're talking about philosophy.
Philosophical maths.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Philosophical math. Sorry.
Now you must test to see if something in the way will block it. Yep.
Exactly, that's
Yep.
a good point, Steph.
You started writing stuff and I...
Yes, because I wanted to see what are we hitting with the raycast. Did hit what? So I'm thinking like, do the hit.name or transform.name or game object name or something, isn't it?
Game object, isn't it? I mean, nothing's coming up.
Try transform dot.
Transform dot name.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah. All right.
I studied digital arts and entertainment. Nice.
Well, which what country are you studying in? Belgium.
Belgium.
Nice.
Nice.
I really enjoyed. We also went to university. We went in Cardiff. No, not in Cardiff.
No, we went in Swansea.
In
Swansea.
Swansea. Claire's from Cardiff.
I'm from Cardiff, yeah.
But that's many years ago now.
Yeah.
When did we finish uni? 2012?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And I made like a game in Visual Basic.
That was the times.
Yeah, those are the times.
Right.
Right, so
did hit
It
guard.
did hit guard, yeah.
So our raycasting is failing.
Yep, because it shouldn't be hitting the guard, it should be...
And that is why we need to
But
set...
it does hit player now, but it's hitting the guard all the time.
Yeah, imagine. It's inside of the collider for the guard.
Yeah, okay.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So it's hitting the guard. We can make it ignore the guard, and that was the option we deleted with the mask or something. If you do raycast and after math infinity, just do like comma something. And then
Comma
it will
something.
tell us... Yeah, layer mask,
Layer mask.
which is an integer apparently.
But is the one that one or that one?
Now you can see it takes an integer.
I wasn't looking there, I was looking there. Okay, int layer mask, okay.
But if I remember correctly, that's a special type of integer. I think I've seen this previously. We can probably find it in the documentation of how that's supposed to be written. We're supposed to make it ignore the guard, and we need to assign the guard to like physics layer.
Layer mask, yeah.
Projective geometric algebra. Well, it doesn't sound simple, but I understand it's a different way of thinking about math. Projective, I guess you could visualize it. And that will obviously help, probably working with the math in a very different way. I find often game engines really help you with that part.
Yep.
So you understand a bit more what you're doing, especially when you have the debug raycast. It's like cheating.
So I got layer mask here, and you said there's some particular type of integer.
Yes.
Is
I
it
have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a
It's a
bit
bit
mask. Uses 32 ones and zeros to check for overlap. Exactly. So we need to figure out that bit mask. And I'm planning to not write it by hand. I think Unity will give us all the tools we need to do this.
And like our character controller.
I don't see anything about it. Oh yeah, here we go.
Wall. Get mask wall.
So basically we make a type layer mask and assign... Yeah, let's try this.
Is to make a public variable layer mask and set in the inspector.
Yeah, because then
Yeah.
you don't have to deal with the naming. Well, I also guess like this approach would work because the names aren't that hard in a small game like we're making here.
But in a bigger game.
Might be best to set it. So yeah, just to make that on line 64, I guess. Just paste that. But obviously we should look at our different layers and faff about in here. So the guard,
Yeah.
we can probably assign that one to like, I think it's that layer he's talking about.
This one.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's got ignore raycast.
Yeah, well that's simple, isn't it?
Yeah. So we just set it to that one then.
Yeah.
Ignore raycast. For the guard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Change children.
Yep.
And apply that to the prefab.
Play.
But
Oh my jeepers.
yeah, because all the children has changed.
Okay. Did that work? I don't think I even. Now it worked. Yes, I guess so. So then we would put there ignore raycast or
I have no idea really.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I don't know if the ignore raycast actually makes it ignore a raycast. I think you have to set that it's going to ignore raycast.
I would assume so.
Yeah, because I guess it would raycast on all layers unless you tell it otherwise.
Yeah.
But we should probably link up at least so mask hits layer mask on
Yeah.
the naming there.
Well, that should be layer mask then, surely.
Yeah, you can change it that way.
Oops. Oh, whoa, what am I doing?
But I'm wondering if layer mask dot some has a different. No, I'm not talking about that. Here.
Okay, yeah.
If that
has
has
a
like
different
something other than get mask, what's the options here?
equals get mask, layer to name, name to layer, and reference equals.
I guess it's get mask, but
We'll go get mask. Given a set of layer names is defined by either a bulletin or a user layer in the returns the equivalent layer mask for all of them.
did anybody understand that?
Should have like a little sandwich as help, please.
I done raycasting before. I thought I knew this stuff, but apparently not.
Maybe it's just because you're on Twitch, you're like, your brain has become empty.
Are we back to empty brain now?
Yeah.
That's why we're raycasting from empty brain.
What's this gibberish you're speaking?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder this too, Blazing. I have no idea.
Oh, I do.
But in case it's hard to read on the Twitch, it's a small description text. Maybe that's not
super tiny.
even caught. I don't know.
I don't know. It looks like it, but
Okay,
Kind of.
let's. We can just try to write that like. I don't know. I think we should Google more.
Google.
Because if you look back on the physics raycast tab we had in the top left there,
what was it?
it's doing it here. You see the layer mask there? They've
Yeah,
written
is,
it
yeah.
by hand.
But it says here, int layer mask is equal to 1. Bit shift the index of the layer to get a bit mask. And
Yep.
then the next one, this would cast rays only against colliders. Instead, we want to collide against everything except layer 8. So this inverts a bit mask.
Yeah, okay. So we could do that type of technique. Steph's suggesting that we'll take your string and search the table of layers, set an editor for one of the same name. Right,
Yeah.
we can take a look at what layers we have. I think you go... I guess
Yeah.
it's those. So I guess we're supposed to call ignore raycast and then try to invert that.
I would guess so.
So try to write the name ignore...
Oh, shoot.
No, you can
let's-
cancel that now because
Yeah,
it's
because we've
done.
already done it. Yeah, sorry, I get it from the documentation here. This one? Would I need that one as well?
No, because that's
Maybe.
one we're doing with the get layer mask.
Yeah, okay.
I assume. Layer masks are evil, yeah, super confusing.
Hello, salty soup gamer. That's a mouthful. But hello.
Salty Super Gamer, thanks for joining us.
So, yeah, so we do it, yeah, I'll just do it up here then.
No, you can probably do it
Yeah.
down there, because it's supposed to do it like after line 65.
Okay.
Yeah? Because here
But,
we're...
then, but we still get a mask at wall. I guess that would be the
Ignore...
Was it one word?
No, it's 2 words.
It was 2 words. I'm gonna, yeah, ignore raycast. Okay.
Yes, Steph says that this should work.
Ignore raycast. Yeah, okay.
But is it correct that we need to invert it like we're doing, like with Yeah,
little, like-
at line 67.
Is it tilde?
The squiggly.
Squiggly. The squiggly thing.
I guess tilde is the right word. I think so.
It's the one which is next to the one on the keyboard. That's how I remember it. Yeah, do not invert it.
Oh yeah, because
Okay.
it's a mask, I guess,
So I guess
of what we're supposed... Yeah, just comment that line out then.
that's what I was thinking. And then we'll just see if nothing works. It's taking its time. Okay. I don't know where that error is coming from.
Don't worry about that.
So it's not doing anything, and then it hits us. It says did hit guard. It's supposed to say player.
Steps, I blame you. Let's try to invert it and see if it works. Because it said hit guard.
Oh, yeah. Oops. Hit player now.
Ah!
It was a prank.
It was
though.
a prank. You just wanted us to look silly on camera.
Yeah.
Good one, you had us. But now we have it working thanks to you. Very
Yes.
grateful. So, I...
Now that we've hit the player, we're actually doing something.
Yeah, now we can actually do what we're supposed to be doing.
Which was what exactly?
Right.
I'm just going to clean up a little bit here because this is just messy.
Yep.
Yeah, because we were going to do it that when the guard dog detects the player, is going to do a bark animation.
Yes.
Which we have the bark animation.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to kind of set the animator to set it to the right thing.
Yeah, like animator.bool
There was, yeah, set bool is, but what's it called again?
is barking.
Is it called is barking?
Yeah.
You
just-
find it again.
Click there.
Animate. Oops, wrong one. Is barking, you are correct.
Don't worry about those.
It's hitting the player through the wall. Is it?
Oh yeah, that's actually what we should be testing.
Is it?
We were like, it works at Raycast.
Yeah, you are totally right. I can't pronounce your name. Liu Long Se.
Liuganse? We're gonna go with Liuganse.
We're
Yeah.
probably saying it completely wrong.
Sorry
We apologize.
for messing up your name.
Yeah, so yeah, you are indeed correct.
Well
It's-
spotted. We were
yeah.
too excited about the Raycast and completely forgot
Yeah.
to test that it goes through the wall. And you know what? We have no colliders on the wall, so it's going to happen.
Yes. And you didn't. You made this prefab with no colliders.
I made a model and
Yeah.
didn't make prefabs.
Yeah.
And now we have to put prefabs on all of them.
Yeah.
But let's just put it on like a few of them.
Yeah.
Or I think actually what you can do is just select like most of the mesh and just we can be
Can we just like select it all and just be like,
almost just don't swear like point lights.
oh, where's the point lights? There you go.
Yeah. And then
And
just
then add
be
a
quick and dirty and do mesh collider. I know
mesh
we,
collider.
we shouldn't be doing mesh colliders, but for the time being that's just a quick fix for this problem. Because if you add box colliders on the angled ones,
They won't work.
it's supposed to be 2 box colliders in order to create an angle.
This is what happens when Krister
So-
makes his models.
Yeah.
He doesn't put box colliders on.
Sorry.
So we shall save this prefab. Did that work? No, probably didn't.
I think that worked.
Yes, it did. We have a mesh collider.
Not very performant, but we can deal with performance later.
Yeah, I'm supposed
Did-
to move the character.
Oh, there you go. Did
It did
hit
hit
bush.
It did.
Nice. Walk forward and see when it hits the player. Ah, it did hit player.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm not going to turn around the other way. Oh my gosh.
Can you hide inside the bush now?
Now we hide inside the bush. Oh shoot. I'm going to hide inside this bush.
You can't go inside
I
the
can't
bush.
go inside the bush anymore. I can't hide. Uh-oh.
Wait a second. Did that actually maybe work if you stood there? Let's see. It's a 50.
No, it's 63 for the player right now. I
Yeah.
think it goes for 97 for that one.
You're hiding.
Yeah.
Did not hit you. You don't see it. It's behind our camera.
Oh yeah, it's behind the camera. Oops.
All right. I did not know that layer mask with string reference is not very performant, but I guess you have a good point. We could do it like in the start script or something.
Yeah.
But thanks for pointing out like performance things. I have no idea that that's not performant in Unity.
It performs now.
It performs now. But yeah, that's a room for improvement on line 63. We will leave it like that for now.
I can actually leave a comment there.
Yes.
Improve performance. Oops. Oh, I can't spell performance now. Oh my gosh. English is not.
That's good now.
Yeah. Layer mask. I'll say that's right. There you go.
Yeah, I do find the bitwise operators really tricky to understand, but the Unity documentation explains them quite well. So I guess with a bit of fiddling, we will get that working really. But I guess also if you just were to assign this at the beginning of the game, it doesn't have a performance difference between the string or the bitwise.
Yeah.
Because then you already have assigned it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And you do have a good point there, Steph Devs, that it is good to think about it regardless, you know. You never know when it is going to bite you in the butt, really.
There we go.
Yay. You get into our code.
Yes, I have to say
You got commented.
thanks to who's helping us.
Yeah, so we are hitting a bush now.
Which is good. And we're supposed to set the animator to bark.
This one I remember is barking. Guess we don't need the speed for it.
No, I just set it true.
Yeah. Is it that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
And then I'm thinking, it's a bit strange that the guard goes in circles, then he spots the player, and he just keeps walking and barking. Shouldn't he
So he should stop, yeah.
Look at the player,
Yeah.
bark, or something like that?
Well, then should we set that, like, here, above here? Oops, I'm just gonna... Oh, man. Dot set. Ooh. And then we can... Because up above we've got is walking.
Yes, set that to
And
false, I guess.
False, yeah. So, false. Oops.
Alright, Steph, it was really nice having you. Thanks for all the help. We would be no game jam without you, apparently, because we can't raycast for the life of us.
No.
Really fun having you here today. And I'm also looking forward to watching your stream in the future. I really enjoyed myself when you were streaming last time. So have a good one and get cracking with your own work.
Yeah, and good luck with your game as well.
Yeah. I saw you deleted lots of code, and I'm looking forward to watching that video you uploaded earlier.
Thanks for joining. So we have... Okay, so we got that.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if that works.
That's only the animation. That doesn't make it stop walking. Sorry, I'm thinking too far ahead. You can click play.
Yeah, no, I know. It's...
Right, so what we should do is... I know a trick here, which is the...
Can I see what it does?
Yeah, I'd see what it does.
Yeah, because, I mean, you saying it doesn't work is just... Thank you for the follow, Steph Devs, if you're still here. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah,
but
thanks for the follow.
So, well, he actually just continued floating. We have a floating guard dog. I see you. I'm looking at you. It just floats.
Yeah, but he
did look at the character.
Yeah, and he started the bark animation, did he?
He did, but yeah.
Why is he? You know what? I don't think he's intending to look at the player. I just think that's the beginning of the bark animation.
Oh, it might be. That was just lucky.
Yeah, that's weird. He's turning his head towards us, but I don't think that's intentional.
So you were mentioning the fact that this is obviously not working. He's not stopping from walking.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's also because he's still going to the next waypoint and he's not stopping from that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we
need to stop that.
We have the set waypoint function.
Yeah. With that one. Yeah, but that just goes to waypoint index.
Yeah. Which we're not. I think we can do on the agent to stop it from moving. It has a special function to stop moving.
Okay.
So
gives a passing glance and barks. Yes,
well,
that is totally true.
That's what's happening, but that's not how the game is supposed to go.
No. And thank you for the follow, Salty Soup Gamer.
Oh, thank you. Awesome.
No. No, he wants us to have a passing glance and a bark as well.
Gotta do this properly, man. Right.
Yeah.
I think the on line 71 we can do like agent.
Yeah.
Is stopped. I think that's it.
Is it that one? It stopped.
Can you just set that to true? Or is it not assignable? No, equals true.
It's equal to true. Might not be assignable. No, it
Yeah.
is. Okay.
So
I don't. Where did we have agent? Did we have it up here? Oh yeah, we had it up here. That's why I got confused.
that's non-mesh agent.
Yeah, but the destination here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't know that's what you were talking about.
Yeah.
That's why I got confused. Agent is stopped. Yeah.
Just try to play it now and see how that works.
Passing glance and barks again. It's because of his empty brain, you know? He just gives a passing glance.
Oh,
Oh.
did hit bush. You know what? He's gonna stop at everything he detects as a
Every
threat,
bush.
meaning all bushes. We forgot to check that he's actually breakcast hitting a player.
Yeah.
Should probably fix that.
Or it'll just be a feature, you know? Just... He barks at everything. It's an amazing guard dog.
Yeah, exactly. We have 2 dogs and definitely realistic.
Yeah.
They're more interested in bushes.
Yeah, I don't know where Morris is though. He's
here?
Oh, he's there. Yeah, he's having a.
Should we
He's not
transport?
in. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, who's voting for a stick?
Hmm.
Should I do that?
Yeah, you can do. I can do bananas now. I'm gonna take a. I need to go toilet. You can take over.
Right, Douglas. Yeah. How about this for your doggo cam? Yeah. Thanks. Right. While Claire is AFK, we have doggo cam working. Yes, we have a problem here. We need to check what that is. Okay, we'll do that when Claire's back. Okay, Dog Moritz, you're leaving, I see. Oh, Winky seems excited. Oh, look at that little tail go. Ah. We can go full doggo cam until Claire's back. Thank you, Salty Soup Gamer. I hope you appreciate the full screen doggo cam. There are motivation at our workplace. I can quickly tell that this is our main office. We're currently at my desk in a way. Me and Claire, we run our little business called Snuti, and we make reading campaigns. But now we also make games. We used to make games in the past, like 4 years ago, but we stopped making games because, well, we didn't manage really well.
No, we didn't.
Didn't manage to launch anything. We set out on a project that was way too big. We worked for like 2 years on it, and we were like nowhere near launch. It was just lots of artwork and everything.
But we were using a game engine called Corona, and it was a lot more basic than Unity. And we used Unity for game jam games, and we loved it. But it was going to be way too much work to convert from Corona over to Unity.
Yeah, so this is our home office, and our business is just 2 of us. It's been for like 7 years.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
Yeah, 7 years in business. And the last 4 years we've been focusing on making reading campaigns, and also like other small things. But we really want to go back to where we started with game development. I'm really passionate about game development. We love playing games. We play games together.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. But we really enjoyed like the variation of the creation, both the artwork and the coding, and yeah, also pair programming like we're doing now. It's really fun.
Yeah.
That's where we're at, and now we're just in the beginning of our new game dev journey and learning everything from scratch, which is why we Have no clue what's going on, but we're figuring that part out. Right, I was talking about online 68.
The doggos are always cuter. You always go for the doggos.
Thank you, though. I'm charmed.
It's very nice of you.
Yes, thank you. We really enjoy and love our work.
Yeah.
Whether it's our reading campaigns, those are like online and web development and servers and yeah.
We mostly do web dev, not game dev mostly.
It's
but
so different
yeah,
though.
It is.
Working with it. We can try to crack on some code.
I still got tea. Yeah. So at the moment it keeps going and hitting the bushes and everything in the vicinity.
Yeah, we don't check what we're hitting.
No. I thought we did. Is it if player?
Yeah, so you see on line 68. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
On line 68, we're just saying like transform name. This is just logging it out.
We need to make an if statement to check if what that is.
Oh, if the hit.transform name is equal to the player.
Yeah, we can do like
Okay,
tag player
yeah.
or something.
Oh, space, isn't it? Like.
Let's do
Is
dot
equal-
tag.
Dot tag?
Yeah, let's do
Not okay. Did we call it the tag player?
because you use that elsewhere as well.
Yeah, but I mean, did we use it on player? Yeah, okay. Is equal to, isn't it? I guess that, or do we just put player?
Yeah, player. The tag is called player.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
You can go check.
No, I remember it now. But you mention it. And then we're going to do that, I guess, then.
Yeah.
But there isn't anything else we're supposed to do, right?
No, that
that was
will
all,
hopefully
yeah.
work and we won't go bark in the bushes, but we'll...
It's so accurate dog behavior.
True.
We should stick a cat in the bushes that randomly come out and spook them all.
I feel like the scope of the game is suddenly growing. A blazing, thank God Unreal has some decent free assets for me to gives us an excuse to not end myself on learning modeling.
Yeah.
Well, we are also using asset pack. Well, we talked about that maybe last time for this game. Only the dogs are from an asset pack. We paid for that one. The low poly animated animal pack from Unity Asset Store. But all the other models we're planning to do ourselves.
Well, like you can see here that all the other models are, yeah.
I'm not happy with how the bushes turned out, so I'm planning to remodel them soon.
We were using a Udemy course, which was a little bit hard to understand, so now we're using YouTube.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm not moving, so... Well, it says hitting bush, but it's not stopping.
Mm-hmm. And there we go. It spotted the player, and it stopped, and now it's playing the bark animation.
Why is it doing like that to bark? I mean, dogs don't bark like that.
Well, that's the asset pack for you.
I mean, it looks like a human dog bark. It is.
Let's do this. Yep, that's not a very decent bark animation.
I think we should probably delete the swinging part of it. Just, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We gotta edit that animation a bit.
Yeah.
Just remove that part of it.
Yeah. I'm more interested in trying this.
So,
Okay. But it did work.
yeah.
Oh, that's a good sign.
Winky is really going for her little chewing stick.
And she is. It's just too big for her.
No, she's handling it well.
Oops. Oh.
I'll do it.
Yeah. But we should probably stop printing then, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
This is really irritating me.
Yeah, and we don't know the debug draw array anymore neither. At line 61.
Oh, there it is, yeah. I'm used to seeing print, so when I see debug, I'm like,
So, I mean, that kind of works then.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to actually lose the game at this point, we were thinking.
we haven't done that yet, though. But
Because
we said the first thing we were going to do was actually get the guard be detected. Or
which
detect
works.
the player. And then do the bark animation and stop. And yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Blazing, that we should make the bushes maybe have like little branches underneath them, so it doesn't look like green blobs that just sits on top of the terrain, which it currently is. I have actually been modeling quite a lot in Blender before, but it's been a couple of years. So I'm out of practice, and I haven't done low poly game modeling. I've done like 3D printing, which is quite different.
There's a lot more more polys.
Yeah,
More
talking about
polys.
3D printing, actually, the necklace I'm currently wearing is modeled and 3D printed. It's like
Might not focus on it. No. Yeah.
two little birds. It's cast in silver from Shapeways. So, and it has like little C and C, which is Krister and Claire on it. And she also has.
Yeah, I just don't have it on me now.
I'm too fashionable.
Unreal Engine, Unity, and other engines. What's
Thanks.
the difference? Not really much.
There's lots of difference between the game engines. I've used like Unreal, I tested it, but I think you just gotta like figure out one which fits for you and learn that one.
The only thing I remember from Unreal Engine is that the people from game development in our course when we were doing in university, they had it always as the highest thing on their Steam. You know, most played was Unreal Engine.
I played 1,000 hours of Unreal Engine. Good for you.
Yeah.
But,
Because at Blazing, you're also using Unreal. Do you have the same with that? Do you have it on your Steam account and it's just 1,000 of hours, or?
if you have it hooked up to Steam, that is.
Yeah, it hooked up to Steam.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. Back in the days, it was hooked up mostly to Steam.
Yeah. But also Unreal, at least from what I've read about it, is that it's very good for FPS games. And you also see that in general. There are also a couple of MMOs that use it, but it doesn't seem to really be intended for that. While Unity, I would say, is more versatile and easier to do anything with. But I think you can do anything with any engine. But it's just different approaches to the same thing. And Unreal maybe have more beautiful graphics out of the box in a way.
Yeah, quite a lot of games I've seen on with Unreal are really nice.
Yeah.
But then there's also with Unity as well. It's a bit. Yeah. Now Epic has their own portal and they're competing with Steam. Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Networking built in as well. Unity has some networking, but yeah, I'd probably be even better in Unreal than. Yeah, a lot of high-end features that are optimized because it's used by the AAA games much more, and Unity is much more used by the indie games. I would think that Unity is easier to get started with small things.
But does Unreal also have the same thing where it can port to like, you know, Switch and everything else as well? Or is it just, you know, for PC, Mac, Linux, maybe? I don't know.
It does them all, but
No clue. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that you can do it all, but it might not be as easy that Unity, where you just click a button and
it does it for
it
you.
does
Yeah.
it. And also Unity is progressing on their WebGL, which is really interesting. It's not quite there yet, but like it has potential.
Yeah.
So really, thank you, Handle the Dead.
Thank you.
So nice to hear that. Appreciate it.
I still think Winky is cuter though.
Handle the Dead, you were here last time as well. I was sitting here remembering, like, did I remember that nickname? But yes, I do. Thanks for joining the stream again.
Yeah, and thanks for following. We didn't see it last time, but thank you
Yeah,
for following.
thanks for the follow. Awesome.
PlayStation, Xbox have their own stuff, so you can't just simply port from Unreal to PlayStation without threads frying.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm not planning to release games on console yet.
No.
We will stick with Game Jam and Itch for a little while.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Is it possible to say which is better for a total beginner in game dev when it comes to engines?
I will think that everyone will have their separate opinions on engines. I would say to somebody beginning, use Unity. I think it has a lower barrier of entry to do versatile things and be flexible. Also, how we got started with Unity was through a Udemy course that we bought there. I did use Unity like 4 years ago in quite a basic way, just some game jams, etc. It's changed a lot, so it was good to get like back up to speed and like what's what. How do I raycast again? So I recommend that. Unity has a very good beginner engine, but maybe not if you plan to do a 2D game. It's decent for 2D, but then you can even have Godot, that game engine, and the Game Maker is really good. And also, I will solo. Currently, Claire and I, we're participating in my first game jam, which you can find. I think it's linked on our Twitch.
I think so.
They have lots of resources on how to do your first game and what engines to use, and suggesting depending on like how comfortable you are working with different things.
Yeah.
And as a Blazing suggests, beginners should start with 2D. We both have a bit of experience with 3D before we jumped into this. As I said, I've been doing modeling, and I actually studied 3D computer animation in your university. We finished in 2012, so it's a long time ago now.
Yeah.
But still, there's some like memory of what 3D is. So I will solve you confused about 2D, 2.5D, and 3D. When you say 2.5D, it usually means that you are taking a 3D engine and presenting it in a two-dimensional way, which Unity can do. And sometimes that means that you have depth, so things are parallaxing, but you can also create parallaxing without that depth by faking it. But a pure 2D engine is a bit different, such as Game Maker is though. But I also heard that Unity is coming up with a special render just for 2D.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because they're making this, this scriptable rendering pipeline now, where you can have a pure 2D renderer. But I guess it's still 3D somewhere.
Yeah. How do you tell which game is 2D or 2.5D?
I don't think you can tell the difference between 2D and 2.5D because you can always, fake it and ask the developer of the game.
Because I think that there's quite a lot of games which kind of look 3D, but they're not 3D.
And for
but
example, games back in the days used to often have 3D rendered graphics in 2D sprites, so they look three-dimensional, but they couldn't turn. For example, Age of Empires 2 is made that way. It's 3D models that are rendered in orthographic and then
Doom.
in 2D. And Doom is and like Wolfenstein, they're like 2.5D games, which are like crazy.
I thought 2.5D is like 2D, but from a 45-degree angle.
I think 2.5D is kind of multiple definitions for it. What is 2.5 dimension? I don't think half exists. It just depends on how you think about it. Like, are you making that with a parallaxing, or is that because you can go behind things?
Yeah. Spoken like a true wizard.
Thank you. Right. I think we're recording, but we're having too much fun in the chat.
Yep. Generated 2.5D is 3D, but is locked in a 2D orthographic view, I guess.
I think that's a good definition of blazing. And also, maybe there can also be a perspective camera locked in a 2D way, and I can call it 2.5D. Because the game moves in a 2D way and has a 2D feel to it.
We were playing Oxenfree, and it was all 3D, but at the beginning we thought it was 2D. Do you remember?
Oxenfree was a really fun game. It was like a horror mystery story game.
Yeah, story, yeah.
And I was sure the game was two-dimensional, but then the players were actually 3D renders, and they were walking into the screen and out and things like that. But just very slightly. You couldn't quite notice when you started playing until you played a little bit. I was like, wow, this game is actually a mix of 2D and 3D. Yeah. But I think in the end it was a full 3D game, but it just presented itself completely two-dimensional.
Yeah, but all of the backgrounds as well were 2D.
But I don't think they were.
I'm not sure.
Maybe.
It's confusing.
You can't always know.
They the people that made Oxenfree, they need to stream and tell us all about this,
Yeah. Right. We are coding, I think. We're checking tasks off on our task list.
Yay. Yeah, because we managed to get it that when it...
Yeah, this is kind of finished, I think.
Yeah.
I think. Because, I mean, one thing I've been debating about this point in the game, like the dog sees the player, he barks, and then you lose instantly? Or is it like you have a chance of escaping before losing?
Yeah.
I think for the time being, to make it easy, we will just lose instantly.
Lose instantly, yeah.
Which I think you just like scene reload after like 2-second delay, so it doesn't go like that.
Yeah.
Um,
The game you're working on is 3D. Yeah, we're making all in 3D.
this is a 3-dimensional game, and it's like over. Well, you're not seeing the game because you're just seeing code.
Yeah, sorry.
We can just play it. It's maximize and play now, so go for it.
I'll do that.
So this is for a game jam, and it's the game we're working on is a stealth dog game where you are a little chihuahua and you're supposed to infiltrate the garden of Moritz, which has lots of guard dogs.
Uh-oh.
And as you're seeing right now, we have been caught by the guard dog, so we got the detection working. But you can still move around, can't you?
Yeah, I can still move around.
What
It
happens
hasn't
when you
stopped.
move out of the area?
Let's see.
I think he's gonna. Yeah, he's stopped permanently.
Yeah.
Which is good, I guess.
Yeah.
Because we're planning at this point in the game for you to have to try again. But it's going to be very small checkpoints. It's not going to be a frustrating experience because we hate games where you're like, I make progress, and I got to start all over again. And especially when it's like stealth games where you're really finicky way through.
Or when we were playing the Last of Us
Oh my.
yesterday, and we just had like loads of these zombies, and we just tried to take them all on, and we're like, yes, we finished it, and we died, and it was like right back to the beginning. I was like, thank you, you know. Yep.
Isn't everything 2D since it's displayed on the screen? You have a point. You have a point. And even virtual reality is 2D when you use one eye. Thought about that?
No, I hadn't thought about that. No, I had not thought about that.
At least with that logic.
Is everything 2D now?
Life is 2D with one eye.
What?
Even low poly. Well, that'll be the next level.
Okay. Let's not go to the low poly level at least.
Right. We need to work on the next point. Should we just restart the level at that point then?
Yeah, I think so. Whoops. Let's go back here. I haven't done much of restarting of levels, but I remember I did it in the course somewhere.
Isn't there
That's
something
not good.
called scene? Or scene manager or something?
Yeah, but I think you have to enable it in the Unity thing at the top, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Basically,
believe so. Oops.
we need to Google it.
I don't think you need to do
But you
this.
remember it? Is
I
it?
think it is this.
Yeah, good memory if you got this. Scene?
Yes, I got it.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to clap.
Scene management, and in that, then we can do scene something, isn't it? Or is scene manager?
Scene manager, I think it is. Let's see what it says. Create scene, get scene at, load scene, unload scene.
No.
No.
I guess we just go with load scene.
Yep, load scene.
I think
Didn't have
so.
that?
Yeah,
Didn't
it
have-
was there.
Yeah, it was load scene. Yeah.
And
What does it require?
yeah,
Is a string scene name? A scene name.
Yeah.
Okay.
so we just write this is level 1, isn't it?
Yes, I think so.
For the time being, that will work, and we will make something more logical. But we should probably, while we're setting it to bark, if we're just going to reload instantly, we need the delay here.
Oh yeah. I
And then
haven't done
in the
it.
future, we need to be actually loading the correct level, don't we?
So how do we do delay? And
So we can do like invoke. That's like a quick and cheapy one.
that wasn't right, was it?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
correct. I don't know if it's uppercase or lowercase, but just try invoke like
Okay.
you've written it. And it's it's a function.
Yeah,
I guess
was
it's
trying to-
uppercase I.
I think so.
And then that
Yeah,
takes
string method name and float time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if we break out line 74 to a function.
Yep. 74 into function. Let's use my little extract method. Yay!
And let's call that like restart. Restart scene. Restart level.
Restart level.
Yeah.
I find that easier to remember.
Is anyone in the chat an iOS developer? Well, I am certainly not.
Nope.
And maybe somebody else can help silly on me out. We mostly just do web development. So
And Blazon says he can't help you with iOS or Android. But you can help with Unreal, right?
I need to just adjust that.
Wee wee. Oh, Winky feels like it's too much in her face.
She's enjoying that little stick.
Hello,
Yeah.
Right Clicks Games. I'm waving on the wrong side.
Oh, hello, Right Clicks Games. Nice to have you here.
I am an iOS dev myself, however I want to know if this is a bug on my side of Apple. Just
Yeah, messed up.
Yeah.
Well, sorry. Oh, Wrigley TV, thank you for following us.
Rightly TV.
Right.
Rightly TV, I think it is. We're gonna go with that.
Rightly.
Or is it Wiggly? What was it? What did you say?
I won't say it again. Yes.
Wiggly TV. We're gonna go with that. It's just like our empty brain. Invoke. Yes, we're gonna method name. So we need to put restart level then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the string.
As a string. I don't understand that. Like that.
Yep.
And then we gotta put the time in.
Let's do 3 seconds.
Like that.
And then just,
End it.
yeah, and don't
But then
call
we get
it.
rid of this.
Yeah, get rid of that. Call me whatever you want. We go with Wrigley TV. We're glad to have you here. Thanks for joining us. So.
Yep. That's why Krista normally tries to say the names, because he always says it way funny than me.
Hey, life as a dyslexic is hard. Just gotta read things as it flows in the head.
I come up with the crazy names. He comes up with the misread names. Yeah.
I don't need to be creative, it just happens. I'm natural. Why are all devs dyslexic?
Because they can't do maths. Gonna roll with that.
Well, a lot of devs are good at maths. Well, we're not.
No, we're not.
Yes, nice. Yeah. I don't have anything to add to that other than, life's hard sometimes.
Maybe it's because we have autocorrect, on PCs.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes it easier for dyslexics.
Yeah.
Wait, you're talking about
Dyscalculia. Yep.
Yep. That's probably why
Well, I haven't got that diagnosis, so.
I have Norwegian dyslexia.
Norwegian dyslexia.
Yeah, because I always read things weird with Norwegian. Remember? Yeah.
And sometimes spell things weird.
Yeah.
Claire moved to Norway like how many years ago?
Yeah. 5, 6 now, yeah.
5 years.
Yep.
And she's been learning Norwegian, and now you speak so fluently that people we meet don't think she's foreign.
Yeah. But I like coming up with weird names, because I read things wrong. So.
Oh, yeah.
What's that again?
I was thinking about smørflue.
Oh, yeah. We are still convinced that, they call butterfly over here in Norway sommerfugl, which translates to summer bird.
Yeah.
But we think it's just not right. It needs to be, a direct translation of butterfly. So we've come up with a new name, which is called smørflue, which is butterfly. But no one agrees with us.
I think Norwegian should adopt the butterfly.
Yeah, what was it for dragonfly as well?
We were just going with the same dragonfly, and
Yeah.
it sounded really funny in Norwegian because
Yep.
the Norwegian name for dragonfly is eye poker,
Yeah.
which
like-
sounds freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
The-
then in Dutch, I'll be a bol.
Bottervillig.
Buttervillig.
Bottervillig.
You said it better, I think.
Bottervillig. Is that butter is it's butter, right?
Butter.
Yep. You can make us pronounce all kind of weird stuff. It's like write weird things and we'll try. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Ooh, more Dutchies. Nice.
We just want to know everybody, Everyone's, got to come up with these weird names. We need new weird names. We've got Empty Brain and we've got you say it better. You say it.
Buttervillig.
Yeah. Then Smurf.
I think that's wrong though.
And,
But he liked my pronunciation, so I'll stick with it.
You can be Dutch as well, Krister. Yeah.
What is funny about Dutch though is that I've heard that the pronunciation of it is very similar to Norwegian. So
That's true, yeah.
if you were only listening to how things are said, the languages sound the same, but you don't understand anything. They sound like somebody making up gibberish with your language between Norwegian and Dutch.
But then again as well, Danish is written exactly the same way as Norwegian almost, and you can't understand them. Just no.
We got a suggestion to make a butterfly guard.
We should make a butterfly guard. Yes. The question is, does it land on the chihuahua's nose and then sets it off, and that's it? Game over. Game over.
Get caught by the butterfly.
Yeah.
Or was it a dragonfly and we make it a dragon?
Yeah, but there are some special cases like the IE pronunciation is just really odd to most people that aren't Dutch.
I guess in Norwegian, it's the opposite of English. Like an I is pronounced E, and an E is pronounced E.
Yeah.
And I guess it's similar in Dutch. But, yeah, it gets confusing, especially when you're learning languages. Should we try our code?
No. No, we're having a lot of fun here with Dutch.
Yeah, that's why it sounds so odd. Exactly.
And we also need to note down in our code to make a butterfly guard, because that is really important.
Yeah, well, make the note right away
Yeah, we need
before
to
we
make
forget.
notes. Yeah. Where's the guard, first of all? We've got animate enemy.
You make it up by the start there. Notes.
Yeah.
Make butterfly guard.
And we're going to make a to-do.
We need to
Make a
reference to our
butterfly
suggested
guard
order.
tip from... Yeah, I'm gonna try and spell it. There you go. See? Yeah.
Thank you. Right.
We're doing this for everyone. Everyone gives us a good tip. You know, you're getting into our commented code.
And you will be source controlled and pushed to GitHub.
That sounds so strange.
I'll source control you. What? Bit like mind control is, you know, the Cody way. Hey, relax.
Okay. Yeah, I agree, Blazin. I agree. So, let's see. Dun dun dun.
And 3 seconds later, it's throwing errors. Failed
Yay!
call static function restart level because an object was provided.
Yeah. Okay.
Glad to hear that you're under source control. Ilubashe?
Huh?
I'm trying to pronounce the name.
Lulangze.
Lulangshe?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going with that, Lulangshe.
See, you're the name master here. Just like Wiggly TV.
Wiggly TV.
Yes.
But why did we get this error?
Yeah,
What does it say? It's 289 times in the... that is really close. Wow. Now I've forgotten what I said.
Try and say it again.
Luashe. No, Luashe?
No, is it Lulang?
Lulangshe. Lulangshe. There we go.
Yeah.
Right.
Failed to call static function restart level because an object was provided.
Okay, we should have a look. Is it a static function though? Didn't we just make it... yeah, you have private static void. It's not supposed to be static.
Oh, oi! Yeah,
Line
of course. Whoops. So you usually make web apps. I'm about to try and build my first web app, a custom ticketing system for our department at work with AD authentication and roles for the users. What language do you think would be best for this project?
Well,
Yeah.
everything on the web these days is just JavaScript all the way. Front
Pretty
end, back end, and whatever other end.
Yeah. What is AD authentication?
I genuinely don't know. But I know, for example, Microsoft is, doing C#.
Active Directory.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's doing C# for web and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay.
But I think then you kind of lock yourself into that ecosystem. And so much has happened in the JavaScript world. It's changing so fast. But I highly recommend working with, the front-end frameworks such as Vue or React. Personally, we work with React.
No Vue? No, we work with Vue. We work with Vue.
Wrong word came out. Vue, not React. Learn how to do assembly code for your first web app. I do recommend that you do not listen to Salty Soup Gamer. That is a terrible suggestion.
Poor Salty Soup Gamer.
Unless you're planning to first build a web before you make a web app.
No.
But in terms of backend,
Yeah.
it-
But what type of ticketing system is it? As in, like, tickets or... Silioni agrees with Salty Soup Gamer.
custom ticketing, I guess it's like, tracking either tasks or tracking.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
Could also be genuine tickets for something.
Correct, okay.
Yeah, tracking tasks, I guess.
How about we go on to the kernel level before we make a web app?
Let's at least we're not doing that.
No.
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 I like building with things that's proven and tested by other people.
Yeah.
And you save a lot of time doing that.
But I do recommend Righty TV that, if you, want to learn a bit more or understand better, then I would use like a Udemy course as well to kind of know the basics. Especially for things like, Vue.js or just building a web application in general and getting the basics down, then that will really help you.
Yeah, absolutely. We didn't use Udemy courses at all until like a year ago or something.
Yeah, a year ago. Yeah.
And then we were like, wow, why haven't we done this before? I used to learn everything by reading the documentation and then banging my head against the wall for a week. And I was like, yeah, I think I start to understand this now. Then you do a course with somebody who made a curriculum of like how you're supposed to learn it. And it just helps so much to get you up to speed. And it's fun as well.
And especially if you've got a good, Udemy course as well, which people are going loads of good reviews, it's so easy to learn it.
Sounds like me and my engine. Reading documentation all the way. Yeah, I used to learn everything the hard way. And for example,
That's
when we
easy.
were working in Corona SDK, I made my own text rendering system just because I didn't like the one which came with it.
Yeah.
Because it had a problem rendering our fonts and stuff.
And then Unity pretty much did everything for us, and we're like, oh man.
Yeah, try to do the easy way.
Yes, I've used Udemy in the past. It's great and an expensive site. Yeah,
Exactly.
that is true.
And when you're using Udemy, if they have a sale on, don't be fooled. It's almost always on. Sometimes not,
Sometimes
but
not.
go with private window and see if it's on. Make a couple of accounts, etc. That's their business model anyway.
But before you buy anything, always kind of research if it's, searching on Reddit to find out if that's the best course for you. So I did one for JavaScript, and I did a lot of research to find the right one for me, and I'm so glad I did, because there were a few of them that were free, etc. that were just not good for me.
Yeah, and Reddit is also a good resource to check. People write on Reddit about these courses, if they're good, or the teaching method, for example, how it's going.
Yeah.
Is it intended that you're supposed to go through everything from the very beginning and trying to find one which is fitting your skill level? Especially if you've been programming for a couple of years, maybe you don't want the basics, like what's a variable.
Yeah.
That can get really boring.
Yeah. Definitely. Or being taught how to do binary, and I'm like, I already knew that. No, don't need more.
Are you sure you're not talking about assembly code right now?
No, talking about university where I was taught binary code 3 times, and I was like, I know this. I don't need to be taught it again for a new course.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You don't have much choice when you're in uni.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the great freedom of learning online. You can choose your own paces and your own courses. No worries. I hope it helps. I can give more details if you want, but I think that's a good place to start.
It's always a bit hard as well at the beginning of a project to be like, I'll use this language, because you don't know whether it will fit for you as well. So you just gotta try and see, really.
Yeah. Should we try our game? Because we made a change and we didn't try it.
That was true. I always make that mistake when I do extract method. Every time.
That it makes it static.
Yeah, it automatically does it.
I haven't noticed.
I got away. I'm hiding. Hide.
Yeah, you can try to stand here and see if it doesn't detect you. He did not.
No, did it not detect me?
Okay, now walk out to the area where it's supposed to be detecting you.
Detect me! Detect me!
And there we go. Yes, that worked. And yes, it
Yes,
restarted.
it did. It restarted. Yippee!
Well, we need to make that experience a little bit more obvious and
better.
interesting, and not just like bloop. But for the time being, this
Man, that guard is more interested in a bush than me.
This works for the time being.
Ding, 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 ding. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, we can also make him turn towards the player. Should we do that?
Yeah, we probably should. We did have it at the beginning, where remember when it was looking at us?
That was just a random mistake
I
that
know it was a
happened to be
random
correct.
mistake, but it was just too good.
Yeah, we should recreate that then.
Winky, 10 hours later.
Has
Has
she
she
not?
even eaten any of it? Wow, okay.
We need to help our little dog cam. Cheer
Yeah,
on.
maybe freeze the player too, yeah, because we can still move, can't we? I had forgotten that.
Yeah, that's a
That was
good
a good
idea.
Because I can just be like, I'll just go for a little, gander around here, no worries.
Yeah, because obviously you have 3 seconds to move around. That'll be a bit silly. You're
Yeah,
supposed to
like-
be like, spotted.
Yay! I can still move!
Yeah, we should freeze the player, and
Definitely.
we should, but we should start with the other one. What did I say again? Make the enemy turn towards the player
Yeah.
in case it's seen him from
Oh, I'm gonna
the side.
Like, yeah.
Just muted the mic while she was hammering on the keyboard.
I type fast, sorry.
Yeah. Right. So I think we can use actually the like transform lookout thing that we were doing earlier, where we
Yeah.
did it all wrong. So
That one? No.
now basically on the line you're on now makes new lines there, and there's to like transform.lookout or something. Lowercase.
No, yeah, I keep doing that wrong.
That's
Don't look at. Oh yeah, that was what we were doing. I completely forgot we were
And
even
then-
doing that.
player.position. So if he detects you from the side now, he should look at you, and I think that will work.
I got Maury's just like down there, like looking at me for more. He's just wagging his tail.
That worked. He snapped towards you.
Yeah, just the other animation just is like nope.
Yeah, but yeah, that did the trick.
That worked. Yeah, we have to fix that animation.
Yeah, we will, but not today.
No.
Today is not that day of animation fixing. Right, we
So
need
yeah.
to freeze the player.
We need to stop the player. But we're in the guard movement script, so we need to obviously refer to the player movement script in order to stop it.
And make something here which stops it. Should probably just make like a state stop.
Yeah, I'll do that. So yeah, is that just an animator? No,
Just make it a boolean.
I don't think I did that right. No.
That works.
What did we say? Stop player?
Freeze. Should we call it freeze?
Yeah, freeze player.
Uh,
And we set that to false first, I guess. But we have to refer it into the other one, surely.
yeah, just make it public.
Oh yeah, okay. Public.
And we can implement it right away on line 20.
This one?
So they're like just
I need to get water for him. I think he's out.
right. We need water
Oh.
top up.
Just do that. That's
Right.
why he's whining.
Intermission. We have dogguation, as we like to call it. It's a dog situation.
It's a dogguation.
We need to top up on dog water. Winky was wondering what's up, but she found her nibbling stick. Yeah, you're such a good girl. Maybe she also wants water. Quack. Winky, quack.
I think she's more concerned about her lead.
No, she's more concerned about that stick.
More concerned about that stick. We might steal it. We're just gonna
I was so tempted to just carry on coding now,
Yeah.
but I was patient.
Sorry. That's good.
Because I can just do here like if freeze player return.
Do we put it capitalized? Yeah. Return like that, right?
Yeah, that'll work. Because then we're going to freeze all the stuff that's happening, which is rotating player, facing the player, inputs, all
Yeah.
that stuff.
But then in here, then we need to then refer to that. But I can't remember how you refer to it in the script.
We already have it because
We did a
have
public.
we have the player here,
Yeah. Okay.
so we can just do player.getComponent, player movement.
Was it player movement?
Yeah.
Freeze player.
No, it's
No. Okay.
we're getting the component player movement. No, it's with the type of this.
Oh, I forgot that. The thing is when you get over that, it's got the little crocodile clips. but then they just disappear when you do stuff.
The
Are they
crocodile
called crocodile clips? Yeah.
Officially documentation
Crocodile clips.
clips. That's what it says on Wikipedia.
It says it there, yeah. It's going to. If it doesn't, I will make it. Yeah, player movement.
Yes. And then just do dot freeze player.
There you
True.
go. Oh,
Nice. I think that'll work.
let's see, let's see, let's see. Oh, I just missed him. I just missed him.
You want to die?
Yes, I do. Oh
Yeah.
no! But the animation still plays.
The player needs to stop animating. Should we maybe actually have a function which is called freeze player instead of
Yeah, we probably
making
should.
it a variable?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do that. Make it
Yeah.
a function.
So we're doing here, right?
Yeah. So my suggestion is to rename freeze player to freeze.
Oh, freeze player.
Yeah, but then the variable name. And then make a function
Yeah,
called
okay.
freeze player.
Okay. I'll do that. Is this inside the update or outside? Oh, wait, did... Okay, that's...
Just there.
And... Is it void? Is
Yeah.
it... you said freeze.
Yeah.
Which was sorry for all of the type in E. Like that.
I suggest to rename it the other way around. Like the function is called freeze player and the variable is called freeze.
Like that.
I
And the
think so.
variable there is called freeze. Like that. Freeze.
Nice. And then inside of the freeze player we set it to that and we also stop the animation.
Yeah, so we set freeze player to true.
Or just freeze.
Oh yeah, it was free. Is equal to true.
It's getting late in the evening.
It's late in the evening. I don't code this late. And then we also need to make it stop moving, so we need to put the animator to set pool. It disappear. And what was the idle one again?
I'll just do is walking false.
Is walking false. Okay. I thought we could have done the idle one. So it's just like, I got seen, but I'm gonna be idle. Yay!
That'll work then.
Yeah, let's give that a shot. Errors. Oh, we got a compiler error. Player movement.freeze player is inaccessible. Okay.
Yeah, because we forgot to make it public.
Oops. Here.
Nice.
Oblique. Yep.
We're making it oblique. If you look back at the old script, you're just assigning it to true. You're supposed to call it. Look in guard movement.
Oh no.
Call it.
Like that. Did that work? No.
Yeah, but just skip the true part of it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There we go.
Squealy's gone.
Let's see if we get this good input working.
Let's see if we can actually do. You say the name. Lure along says freeze player to work. What is it?
I don't dare to say it again because I keep forgetting it.
Yeah. Okay. Now they're actually frozen.
Lulgas. Lugasse. Lulgas. Lugasse. Lulangse. Yeah.
We're gonna go with that. Yeah. So now they get frozen. They see the red eyes of the guard dog and they freeze.
Yeah, that works. Nice. I love the fact that he's like still shining red, which is just not intentional at all.
Well, no, that was what we did at the beginning. We didn't want to have the block. We wanted to have this like shine in the eyes and spookiness. And I mean, it's nighttime. I mean, how does he manage to see?
But I thought we were going for a cute game, not a scary game.
Maybe it's both.
I don't think those two goes together. But yeah, that works. Awesome.
As we did that, so restart 3 seconds after detection. Woohoo! I just got detected again. I mean, you confused me. I'm supposed to win this game. I'm supposed to run away, and he walks faster than I do. Oh my gosh! Come on, no!
For those who have joined us recently, how are you doing tonight? What are you working on? Or, yeah, say hi. It's been really nice chatting with everyone.
Yeah.
It's been lots of fun.
Lots of great tips. Yeah.
Yeah, and people helping us with our game because it hasn't been going so well without their help.
So we managed to get this. Get detected now. Yeah. me some water. Everyone's gone to sleep. Just like,
we can start because now we have this section of the game working, don't we?
yeah, we do.
We could obviously put in more guards, more things, but the thing we need next is the player to be able to distract the guard. All right,
Yeah.
you've been programming a Discord bot.
My alarm's going off. Sorry.
That's really cool to hear about. What type of bot is it that you're programming? I never tried programming like a chatbot or anything. Silly only been just trying to figure out what combined beta framework that Apple will release in September. Annoying, to be honest. Right, so that's why you've been watching the WWDC combine. I haven't heard about combine before, but sometimes
It's a
new
framework.
tech and new
Yeah.
frameworks can be annoying. I can understand that.
Yep.
So
What's Warren's up to?
he got his water, so he's happy.
Bot gives some information about the game I play. Okay. Yeah.
Right, so it's like chatbot integrated into the game and into Discord, so it kind of reports what you're up to. Like, wow, that's a really cool idea.
Yep. That is actually.
But are you also making the game?
Today I made a refinement rate too.
All right,
Tool. Sorry.
for how
Sorry.
often it gets reported, I
Yeah.
guess. Okay, you're not making a game, but you're integrating it into a game. What type of game would that be then? Or any game, I guess. So it's like what's running on your computer. Like, I'm now playing this, maybe. I've been playing it for 4 hours. Game is Nine
Nine
Dragons.
Dragons.
I have not heard about
No.
that game. But I guess that's something which you can extend upon then. Not integrated, okay. So you're like fetching it through clever mechanics, I guess.
Cover mechanics.
Very old game, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I love how we just have this guard in the background. It's like, zoop,
Yeah.
flying past.
We still need to integrate that shift button to make him go faster.
You feel that?
Integrated with a game called Hatoful Boyfriend.
Claire's played that
I
game.
played that game.
Hatoful Boyfriend. And what was funny when you were playing that game is that you were like, oh yeah, it's just a dating sim.
Yeah, with birds.
But then something happened.
Hey, no, that's spoilers. You're not allowed to say anything.
I don't know what happened because I haven't played it. I have no idea.
That's spoilers. You're not supposed. No. You got to play the game.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the spoiler is.
Thankfully, you didn't spoil it. But you were going to.
But it's a cool game though. Looks cool.
Something happens.
Like any game, right? Something happens.
And Cilione says it's a brand new, super amazing reactive Apple support framework. It's really nice in their resources. There's something called Combined Latest. It's giving me that it doesn't exist. Although I can see it in the framework.
Feels like Apple is hiding something from you there.
They're hiding the latest function.
Guess you have to wait until September to see it.
I just love that emoji right next to the something happens from Amazing.
A blazing has always the best emojis.
Emojis, faces, I don't know. What do they even call them? I don't know.
I think that we should just line out for our next few steps.
Yeah.
And just
And then,
call it there.
yeah.
But
Then we just start wrapping up.
of course, our next goal here would be for you to solve the puzzle by being able to,
Get past the card.
well, distract the guard. Actually, in this puzzle, you're not supposed to distract it.
Not for
'cause,
this one, no.
You're supposed to actually walk behind it, which means that the guard is walking too fast or you're walking too slow.
Yep.
But in quite a few of the puzzles we're making, so you have to distract him. And we're going to have a twig mechanic where you walk onto a twig and that attracts their attention.
Yeah.
We probably won't be implementing that now.
No,
No.
but we will be.
Yes. More emojis. Bring it on, man.
Yeah, and we'll also be adding in a bone as well, like, you know, a dog bone in the future as well, so that you can actually drop that near the guard and it will distract them and they'll come and take the bone and then walk away. And then you can walk past them, thankfully. But the twig, that's going to like send out a radius or like a sound or whatever from it, and then the guard is going to come and look at you and you're going to be like, no, I'm seen, I'm spotted.
Yeah. You see it's getting darker in here now. It was
I know
brighter
it is.
earlier.
Yeah, sunsets are like 10:40.
Yeah.
Saw that in the newspaper.
Local news are the best.
And we also need to start adding in some audio.
Yeah. We also have a musician with us working on this game. This game is supposed to be done next week.
Yep.
So we have a lot to do, and we haven't had that much time to work on it. Well, we made quite a lot of progress.
Yeah, we
So
are.
I think it will be finished next week. I think we gotta finish it Wednesday or something.
No, I think the latest is Thursday we had to finish it, yeah.
Yeah.
So-
The jam is lasting a bit longer, but we
Yeah.
gotta finish early. And maybe we'll be able to do some polish. But we have a couple of features to get in here before this will all work.
Yep.
But yeah, it's taking shape, isn't it? We got some
Yeah.
more progress
Some
tonight.
cards. Yeah. Thanks to everyone in, here that's been helping us and giving us good tips. And we also need to make that butterfly guard as well. We mustn't forget that.
We have now noted down the
Yeah,
butterfly
note it down
guard.
now.
Maybe we will. I think butterfly guard will be a bit strange, but we should like have a butterfly somewhere.
Maybe we should just have a butterfly flying around then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a little good memoir, something.
Just flying around you. Maybe we should just fly around you, Distract you.
So that's the plan for the game. We got quite a few features left to do, but it's not too bad. I think the scope of the game, that is one of the hardest things when you work with games, is making a good scope. But I think we
Yeah.
nailed it with this one. We're halfway through the features we need to make.
Make it as you finish the level, it will land on your nose.
That is that's a nice suggestion for the butterfly.
Yeah, but you can pick up the squeaky toy.
What if the squeaky toy is guarded by a butterfly?
Yeah, maybe.
Except the butterfly's friendly, not evil.
Yeah.
That'd be cute.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. Let's do that.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, I love how our game is developing just by chatting with people.
Yeah, of course.
Mm.
Otherwise it would be boring. It would be just us doing it. No, it's boring.
Gotta have some input. Oh. You wanna wrap it up now?
Yeah, I think we should then.
Yeah.
So, thank you everyone for watching our newish game development and coming up with loads of good tips. We're really, really grateful for it. And yeah, we hope you'll join next time. We're planning to stream again on Sunday, so hope you guys will be there with us.
Yeah, next Sunday, but we'll stream maybe a bit earlier in the day.
Yeah, we will do. Yeah.
Haven't set a time yet, but probably around 2 o'clock.
Yeah, 2 or 3 o'clock. Yeah.
In Central European summertime.
Thank you for the follow, Leo
Thanks for the
Lindsay.
follow, and hope to show you the butterfly when it comes into the game.
Yeah.
So have a good night, guys.
Yeah.
Been really fun having you here, and lots of good conversations. So
way. I
we
can't
will
wait to
keep
play.
developing,
Yeah.
and make our game jam game come to life.
Everyone, have a good night.
Have a good night, and I'll
Bye.
see you around.
Bye bye. Just go to the dog cam.
Yeah, we can do that.